A lot has happened in the last month of September in the world of One Piece, okay? Hello motherfuckers, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. Today I am going to get into the main standout moments from the last month of September in the world of One Piece, okay? I'm gonna do this every month, okay? I'm gonna try to make this my thing. Reporting the news on the world of One Piece. Because there is a lot, okay? And I know it can get overwhelming at times. I understand that. So I am here to give you a rundown. The first point I have to make is the reveal of Kozuki Moria. Interesting. What do you think about Moria being a Kozuki? Where did that even come from? If this is your first time hearing that, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but it's true. Moria is related to Momo. Moria is also related to Odin, okay? It's weird because he doesn't look like a Kozuki from what we've seen. But we know the world of One Piece, it's wacky, okay? And Moria's character design is very wacky. I just uploaded a video of me ranking the pre-time skip arcs, and I talk about Moria in there, and really in Thriller Bark, he didn't have no aura, okay? His power was cool. It was always cool to me, but the aura was just never there. The fact that he is Kozuki, his aura level just went up just a little bit. My second point I want to make, Rocks versus Harold. It was unfortunate. You know, we knew it was kind of coming too. It was kind of foreshadowed a little bit. It's just very unfortunate. Harold is on this journey to be a part of the world government program. He'll learn. And in order for them to take Harold seriously and Elbaf seriously, they want Harold to kill Rocks. And unfortunately it comes to a head. But he doesn't kill him, but they do have a clash, okay? And it was beautiful to see, but it's just a little bit disappointing. How do you feel about that? I want to know. Number 3 is more Shaki goonage. Okay, you know, when this news came out about Shaki being canonically the prettiest woman in One Piece, I'm always gonna say Robin, top one for me personally, top one Robin. I was never really a Shaki fan, I'm not gonna lie, but when I seen this panel, I get it. I get it. Roger, I get it, Roger, I get it, Scopper, I get it. All the guys that goon to Shaki, okay? I get it. I absolutely get it. She's a bad bitch. But can we just calm it down just a little bit? My fourth point is Shaki was kidnapped. Ooh, Shaki, no. And she leaves a note for her man, Rayleigh, to come and save her. Now, it's the starting of a plot, a kind of a B plot, yeah, a B plot of really what God Valley is, because Shaki's not the main event here. There's something else going on. We just don't know yet. Now for my fifth point. God Valley is finally here. We are on God Valley. We are getting the full flashback of what happened in God Valley. I want to know your predictions. My sixth point is Shamrock was on God Valley a year prior to the God Valley incident. Scoping it out. Why? That's weird. My seventh point is Shamrock found something the year prior that would interest Emu. Weird. What do you think he found? Was it really something of that much of importance that Emu themselves would be like, yes, give me that? What was it? My eighth point is Blackbeard was born. Okay. Shout out to Blackbeard. I really think at the end of the story, Blackbeard, right now he's in my top 5. Okay. Top 7 favorite villains from One Piece. We really haven't seen much. Blackbeard is just he's so cool. And number 9, we see Shamrock and Shanks' mother, but only from the back, okay? We don't really see her face. Now, I want to ask you, do you think we'll ever see Shamrock and Shanks' mother? It'll be very interesting to see what she looks like. Do you think she looks like the boys? Or maybe he's not showing her face because she's like, he draws her like hideous, like scary. Now, my 11th point is Ochoku, I think that's how you say his name, betrays Rocks and takes over the what is it? Hachinosu. He takes over Hachinosu as the new leader of that base, okay? We hate this guy. Let's be real. Now, number 12, Garling kills his baby mama. Garling, you know, there's a lot of bad guys in One Piece, or just people that we look at with like disgust. Garling is one of the newer in that category, okay? What? Killing your own baby mama and just leaving your kids for death? Sad. It's sad. It's sad. And not only that, but telling the baby mama that Shaki is gonna be his new bitch. Crazy work. His mind is crazy. It's the celestial dragons in him came out and it showed, and it's so unfortunate because I love his character design, I really do, but ugh, he's a shit person. Number 13 is Monkey D. Dragon makes his debut. 17 years old in the Navy and really wanting to change the world at such a young age, just like his son Luffy, okay? I think it's a perfect debut. Well, it's not really his debut, but this is the youngest we've seen Dragon in the anime, and I can't wait to get his flashback after God Valley. Where does he go? How does he get to where he gets? Okay, I'm pretty sure this was the moment that he knew that the world needed to change, and he was gonna be one of the people to help change it. Shout out to Dragon, dude. I know Dragon gets a lot of shit, but it's just the pacing. Okay, we'll get there. Number 14, Dragon saves Shamrock and Shanks, which is so crazy because Shanks ends up saving Luffy, and it's just like things just come to a head. It's so wild. The butterfly effect is real, and especially in One Piece, it's a full circle, beautiful kind of moment. Okay, and number 15, I think this might be the biggest reveal of the month, is Davy D. Zebek and Davy Jones. Rocks and Blackbeard, at this point, maybe Buggy? How do you feel about that? Buggy theories out there? How do you feel? Are all related to Davy Jones. They're all a part of the Davy clan. What the fuck is the Davy clan? I love how we are almost 1,200 chapters into an anime, and there's still things that are being revealed that need to be revealed later. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the D clan members at the beginning of the story, and we still don't know about what the fuck is going on. It's gonna be, the history of One Piece it runs so deep. Okay, and I get so like worked up just even thinking about it, because it's just like, hello. So what are we thinking about the Davy clan members so far? We've only got a few reveals, but what are we thinking? What does this all mean? Who was Davy Jones, really, actually? Who was he? In number 16, we get to reveal that Rocks is actually from God Valley. That is his birthplace. And the fact that it's his birthplace and he supposedly dies here, full circle, beautiful moment. God Valley might just be... at this point, it's definitely going to be the best flashback so far. But like, so many things blossom from God Valley, okay? Dragon, Shanks, Shamrock, Kuma, the whole revolutionary ideal. New emperors, you got Roger, Big Mom, Kaidou. There's just so many beautiful things that come out of God Valley. So I think it's... why God Valley? What makes it so interesting? And number 17 is he needs to get back to his homeland to save his wife and son, okay? And now we know his son is Blackbeard. So the fact that he was doing all this, you know, the world government was making it look like, geez, this guy's so bad. And everybody else was going to God Valley to goon for Shaki. Okay, but here is Rocks trying to actually save people. It's an interesting dynamic that we have with Rocks, okay? He is painted out to be a bad guy, but from what we've seen, he's not a bad guy. And number 18 is we have a retcon. In the Kuma flashback, there are 6 chests. I think it was the Kuma flashback. Quote me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me. I might be wrong. But now there's 9 chests. We know what 2 of them are, okay? We have Kuma's Devil Fruit and Kaidou's Devil Fruit. So there's 7 unknown prizes here, okay? What are we thinking? What devil fruit do you think is gonna be in here? Like, it's so intriguing, okay? Number 19 is Shaki is the top prize for God Valley. So you have these monstrous devil fruits that you could possibly get your hands on, but the number one thing is to make Shaki your wife or your slave. These people are sick, dude. These people are disgusting. It's really not funny. And number 20, we see Dragon turn on the Navy. I've already said that he saved Shanks and Shamrock. Thank God. Shout out to Dragon. We love Dragon. But that in turn makes him turn on the Navy. And like I said, he just blossoms from this, okay? And number 21 is Rocks, Roger, GARP all have arrived on God Valley. So it's happening, okay? These are just setup steps. I know in October, it's gonna, like, that's when the peak is gonna peak, okay? I'm sure of it. Number 22 is the Holy Knights reveal. We finally get to see all the Holy Knights in their glory, or most of them, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm posting a video about this very soon, but the Holy Knights just don't give nothing. I mean, Garland, yes, and even Shamrock, like, current story and elbaf, yes, but I'm not a fan of the Holy Knights. They don't have aura. They don't make me, like, tense up, okay? It's personally. Now, number 23 is when GARP arrives, the boys are shook, and by boys I mean Rocks and Roger. They are shook. They stop what they're doing and just take notice that he's even on the island, which is nuts. GARP really has that pull, okay? GARP is that nigga. Let's be real. Okay, number 24, we're gonna jump over to the anime a little bit here. Kuma's flashback finally ends. Well, I don't want to say finally, but you know, it ends, okay? Kuma finally punches Saturn. Big time, okay? I'm so glad that this came to a conclusion. I loved the Kuma backstory, do not get me wrong, but there's a moment in Egghead that I'm so excited for, and it's when Joy Boy's string is finally pulled. I'm so excited for that. But the Kuma flashback, it was endearing, it was sad, it gave you everything you wanted. Honestly, it might be the saddest flashback in One Piece. And number 25 is Vegapunk dies, okay? Kizaru shoots Vegapunk through his body. It's very unfortunate. And you know, I used to really be obsessed kind of with Kizaru. I still am a Kuzan fan to this day, but Kizaru definitely had a place in my heart. I can't with him no more. The reason I like Kuzan so much is because he's like lenient, okay? Just because somebody tells him to do something doesn't mean he's gonna do it unless he knows that it's gonna be for the greater good or whatever. But Kizaru is a dog, okay? And at the end of the day, you know, that could be appealing to some fans, but oh my god. And number 26 is Luffy 1v2s an elder and Kizaru, an admiral, and squashes them up like a pancake, you know, like throws them to the harbor. Like that was so, I think it was animated very well. People have their, you know, opinions about it or whatever, but I think it was animated pretty well. And honestly, it really just shows like how far Luffy has come. An elder and an admiral. Yeah, top 5 that are alive, dude. Now, number 28 is Dory and Bragi arrive. Not just them, but their crew, Dory and Bragi's crew also invades Egghead Island. I feel like this, like, it's just so cinematic. Everything that's happening on Egghead, it's beautiful, okay? Now we're jumping back into the manga here, okay? Dragon gets jumped by the Holy Knights, okay? I already said this, I've said it a bunch of times, but the Holy Knights just don't have aura to me, okay? Even when they're jumping little old Dragon here was 17. We don't know if he has a devil fruit or whatever, but they jumped my dude. Not cool. And number 30 is Whitebeard saves Dragon unintentionally, and Dragon is going on to save Shanks. And Shanks goes on to save Luffy. It's a whirlwind. But W's to my dude, Whitebeard. I love Whitebeard so much. And the fact that he's still making plays like this so late in the story, even though it is a flashback, I respect. Now, number 32 is kind of a huge theory that came out of this month, but Captain John is Captain Kidd's father. For one, the epithet Captain John, Captain Kidd, it could go one way or the other because we don't really know Captain John's full name. What if it's Captain Eustace John? Captain Eustace Kidd! Oh my god! But also in this theory is Captain John might have Captain Kidd's devil fruit. It's 1-to-1. Let's be real. Like, I mean, if there was any other power in this, it'd be very hard to pinpoint that, okay? Like, it just gives Kidd so much. Now, number 33 is Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard run away from GARP. It really goes to show how, like, that nigga GARP is really that, okay? Let's be so for real. But let me not, because Big Mom did try to attack GARP, and Kaido actually wants to fight GARP. But it just shows you how serious this situation is. They don't have time. They can't. The Rocks Pirates are betraying their captain. Their captain is about to get pulled up on real fast. It's a lot, okay? So I kind of want to give a shout out to Big Mom and Kaido and Whitebeard. They're really loyal, okay? Like, shout out to them. Number 34 is Saint Somers handcuffs and beats on Shaki. This guy is a piece of shit. An absolute piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit. Now, I know Shaki, there's the opinions, okay? Personally, I think she's a bitch, okay? It is what it is. But you have to look at it in the world of One Piece. If you're going to be a female pirate, Big Mom is a great example. You have to kind of be a bitch, okay? To swivel your way in this male-dominated territory, okay? But Somers can kiss my ass, okay? Number 35, Rayleigh beats the shit out of Somers. I really don't like Somers, okay? When I say the Holy Knights don't have no aura, I really mean that. Just because you beat on women and kids and shit, that's not aura. That's just a bad person. So shout out to Rayleigh, okay? Big time. That's my dude. And number 36, Shaki and Rayleigh make things official, okay? We were coming to this. We didn't know really how it was going to end, but we did at the same time because on Sabayoti, they're still, even though Rayleigh is like, he's just a pimp at the end of the day. But at the same time, like, ew, come on, like, get real. Shaki loves you. Shaki's a baddie. Why do you have to go sleep around it? It's just weird. Okay, and number 37, we're gonna jump back into the anime real quick. Vegapunk's message begins, okay? And it's eerie, okay? Because he's dead, but he recorded this message because he had a feeling that he was gonna die, you know, and just, I like that. I like that a lot. So the next few episodes for One Piece, it's gonna be solid. Okay. Number 38 is all the elders appear on Egghead Island. It is cinematic. Like I said, I just think that Me, when I watch Egghead, I just get so... It feels like a movie, okay? Like, it's just... I love it. Now, number 39 is Emmeth Speaks. Okay, finally. Okay, we're getting to that point. All right? And I'm not going to lie. It's eerie hearing his voice, and like we're about to get this flashback of what happened that hundreds of years ago. It's eerie because we know. I mean, if you read the manga, you know what's gonna happen. But like I said, it just feels like a movie. Like, ooh. And last but not least, the anime is about to go on a 2-week break. Okay. First of all, there's an actual break where we don't get nothing, and then the next week it's like Chopper's monologue, something like that. But it's just like, I get manga breaks, okay? I get that. But anime break, what was that 6-month break for? Truly. I mean, I guess giving the animators kind of a break, that's okay. I get it. But like, why do we need so many breaks? But I'm not complaining, because One Piece is truly, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, the greatest fiction of all time, okay? Of all time. I really think that. The story is amazing. But it's just, for me, I save up episodes, okay? I like to have like 4 episodes like built up so I can just sit and watch it. I like to actually be in it, okay? I respect it. Whatever. It is what it is. I'll be patient. But that is what happened in the world of One Piece in September 2025. Okay? Now, I will be back at the end of October to do the same thing. I like this premise. I'm going to keep it up. Okay? But I guess that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, motherfuckers.